All right, so I know how this sounds. Gaining 1,000 subscribers per YouTube video uploaded sounds like absolute clickbait to most people watching this video, right? But I assure you with proof, it is not. And I just did it on this channel that was old and dead and I hadn't posted on in years, and I've currently revived it. The average of the last 10 videos per YouTube video uploaded is 1,000 new subscribers gained. And so it isn't a fluke, okay? This isn't luck. I actually did the same thing on my main channel with over 180,000 subscribers years ago, and my students are doing it too. Within the last 10 videos, I've managed to do this, and let me just tell you guys right now, one of the videos was filmed in just under 30 minutes, no fancy editing, absolutely no trends involved, 1,000 subscribers, 85,000 views, and the best part, since I am a business owner on YouTube, I do this full time, $43,000 in back-end digital product sales from this one YouTube video. And so it's not just me. Another example of this is Courtney from Courtney Grows Food. She went from 1 to 2,000 views on average to 31,000 views with just one video, and that was just posted 5 days ago, you guys. And another one of our students named Kyrie, she has a fairly newer channel, and boom, 45,000 views from a single upload. And what's insane to me when I watch this video is she's so chill, okay? She's sitting on her couch, and the video is long. It's long. I don't think she barely even cut it up. Like, there's not a lot of edits, absolutely no B-roll, and it massively outperformed all of her other videos just posted 2 months ago. And then we have Errika from The Home Intent on YouTube. She has back-to-back viral videos that just crush it, and she started with 0 subscribers. And so like I said, in today's video, we are gonna talk about exactly what this Golden Nugget Method is that I coined years ago that helped me get over 20 million views on my main channel, and it's basically about supply and demand on YouTube and applying business principles to content. But if you're new here, my name is Haley, and I basically teach new and aspiring entrepreneurs on YouTube how to create assets that they own so that they're not controlled by algorithms that they don't. And so if that interests you, subscribe to my channel down below, and let's go ahead and talk about step 1 of how to find viral video topics. So if you guys have watched any of the last 10 videos that I have put out that I keep referencing, you guys will know that I talk about this horrible time when you start a YouTube channel called YouTube purgatory, okay? And I was stuck in YouTube purgatory, struggling to get content out, or when I did, it just fell flat. Only my mom was watching and my sister, cringe, okay? And so it's basically this period of, honestly, for most people, the average is 2 to 3 years of the grind, struggling because you don't know really how to have on-camera presence. You don't know how to choose the appropriate topics. It's less about optimization and more about, like, can you even retain a random person on the internet with your personality, with what you have to say? Like, who should even care about what you have to say, right? And so you're in this purgatory of struggling and trying to figure out how to make people interested in what you have to say. And so I tried all of the fancy things, okay? All of the, I guess, aesthetic things. I posted more videos. I tried to get better at editing. I changed niches 1,000 times. I did all of these quick dopamine hit things that just did not move the needle on my channel. And I was quitting every other week. I was burning out. And I actually referenced this book in another video, but it is Tony Robbins' Awaken the Giant Within, changed my life like 10 years ago. And he says in the book so many things that are amazing, but success leaves clues. And I was like, okay, so I'm trying to copy all the other big YouTubers out there. Success leaves clues, right? But I'm falling flat. And that is number 1. We're going to talk about why you should not ever copy the big YouTube creators in your space, because it is the fastest path towards not getting views. But specifically looking at other creators in parallel niches that are going viral with really small channels is actually what you should be looking at. This is what myself and all of the people that I just referenced going viral immediately with this method do. And the kicker is the videos have to be posted within the last, ideally, month to 2 months on YouTube. They can't be oversaturated. I hate that word, but oversaturated videos that everybody does, that you're trying to mimic because you see larger creators doing. They can't be videos that have been posted like 7 years ago and you're just ripping off the title because you see it did well for it's always a larger creator. And it also, obviously, I hope you know this, can't be video ideas that you just make up with a notepad like this on your bed writing, okay, I feel like doing this video, I feel like doing this video. I did this for the first 2 years, and that's fast track towards YouTube purgatory. Never make up an original idea. I know I sound so mean and so harsh, but it's just the truth. Success leaves clues, but not from big creators. How do you actually find topics to mimic from small creators in parallel niches? Well, this is where I started to crack the code on how to go viral with this Golden Nugget method. So step number 1, like I said, is you're gonna be looking for small creators within your niche or parallel niches. So what the heck is a parallel niche, right? Parallel is running side by side. I hope I get this right. I'm a homeschool teacher to my 4 kids, okay? So let's say, for instance, you are in the gardening space, okay? So your category is gardening, and your sub niche, which I did a whole video, I'll link below and up above, on why you should niche down and why you should pick specifically, you should watch that video after this one, but why you should pick a sticky sub niche, something that's trending currently, and not just go for an overall category and post whatever you want under gardening. But I digress. That's a video you can watch at another time. So basically, if gardening is your category and you are doing everything under the map, you want to pick a sticky sub niche, which is something that's currently going viral. So let's pick one. Okay, urban gardening or small space gardening. A lot of our students are going viral because this is very trending. It has a low supply and a high demand for topics on YouTube because it's an untapped market. All right, so you're in urban gardening. So you're only searching for urban gardening. You know, you're trying to find topics on YouTube that are doing well for bigger creators or mid-sized creators, and you're just ripping them off. You're just a copycat of everybody else. Your videos are falling flat. They're not doing well, even if you are in this trendy, sticky sub niche, okay? And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why am I not going viral? Look in the parallel niches. So if you're in urban gardening, so this is like gardening in, you know, suburbia, it's not homesteading, you're not on a farm, but maybe you'll look at hydroponics, okay? It's something that you can still do in urban gardening. Obviously, it's like hanging plants. I don't really know. Don't quote me on that. Hanging plants with a drip system. I don't know. And so you are now searching in a parallel niche that is related to your category, but it's not something that you're necessarily going to search because you're so stuck in your niche, in your category, that it's an outlier. It's something new and it's an untapped market. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this in just a second. But the reason why we do this, we look at parallel niches alongside of our own niche, and we're modeling small creators, which I'll show you how to find tiny creators on YouTube with a low amount of subscribers blowing up with these topics. And those are the people you should actually mimic. But you do this because you want to be mimicking underserved topics. Like I said, the Golden Nugget Method is a basic business principle applied to YouTube of supply and demand, right? You're finding where the demand is and you're meeting it with your supply. So why do we even try to find these small creators? Because those videos show actual demand on YouTube. And so there's actually an opportunity and there's room to model success. There's a ton of people searching for the topic and not a lot of YouTubers creating content on that topic. But before I get into the actual steps of how to find these tiny creators, I have to give you guys a huge, I don't want to say disclaimer, but a huge like waving my red flag in the air. Because if you are choosing to create this really high quality video using this strategy, but it takes you 6, 7, 8 hours to edit, you are focused on the wrong things. If you are a noob and you haven't built the skill set for editing, and honestly, the biggest thing is choosing the topics and on-camera presence for retaining the watch time, you just need more volume. You need more reps. So although this is a very effective strategy for people that want to post less, if you are really bottom level YouTuber and you just don't have the skills yet, which the only way you get them is to film more videos. And so I would recommend to you guys right off the bat to really decrease the time that you are spending editing the video in post-production and increase the time that you are actually honing the skills for picking the topics and filming more videos. So that's why myself, my husband, and our team all use Descript, and that is the sponsor for today's video. And so I want to let you guys know right now that I purchased Descript with my own money, currently still paying for them. And so when they approached me to do a sponsor, I was like, absolutely immediately, how can I work with them more than one time? Because this company, you guys, and this program has saved myself, my team, and my business hundreds of hours in editing. And so this is the first thing I would employ as a new YouTuber, and it's not expensive, it's very affordable, and it's something that will give you most of your time back and allow you to focus your time on the things that actually help you go viral. And so basically Descript is an all-in-one editing tool that transcribes your YouTube videos like a Google Doc. My team and I literally edit by deleting words, well, like all the mess ups that I have, we delete words in a Google Doc, and that is it. And so let me show you guys the 3 features that I use the most before we get into the whole step-by-step strategy, okay? So the first one is the audio enhancement. I don't know about you guys, I have a herd of kids. The gardener's outside, we live in suburbia, so he's weed whacking every other minute on the block. And when I go to film a video, it's always gardening day, or, you know, I hope not, but my kids are screaming in the background. And so our mic picks up everything, AC units, you name it. Descript cleans all of that up in one click. The second thing I love, for obvious reasons that you guys love to let me know on my channel, is all the filler words that I can't stop using because I'm a fast talking Portuguese type of girl and I'm from California. You can blame all of the above on that. But basically I say like and way too much, and Descript's AI literally just deletes them for me. So there's no manual editing, and yes, I'm still gonna keep them in a lot of my videos because that is who I am and I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not that way. And so it does delete filler words, which I absolutely do love because sometimes they just don't add to the video, especially in the hook and the intro. The third thing that I love them for is clips. This is absolutely life-changing. If you guys have ever watched my content, I am not a huge fan of short form content on Instagram because I am such a busy mom and business owner. It just gives me less bang for my buck. YouTube is like my pride and joy. It's what I love the most in our business. And so I outsource everything on Instagram for the most part to Descript. And so Descript automatically finds the best moments in my videos and turns them into shorts. So this is perfect for repurposing to Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. And at first I plugged in my whole YouTube video, like my 30-minute video, and I thought for sure they're not gonna get a good clip of me. It's gonna be choppy, it's gonna not make sense. They're good every single time. And so it's amazing. It would normally take me an hour to get 3 clips from one YouTube video. Now it takes me 0 time. So when I say thousands of hours like saved, it is absolutely true. And so before this, I was juggling 3 different tools and it would take me hours more to get out videos, to promote them. And now I just use one. And so if you guys wanna save your sanity and actually focus on the things that really make you go viral on YouTube, which is the stuff we're gonna talk about, choosing the topic and actually your on-camera presence practice, then go ahead and click the link down below, try Descript for absolute free. Let me go ahead and basically talk about the step-by-step process for choosing viral video topics. Remember step 1, okay? Do not copy ever in your life, if you wanna go viral, large creators. What is a large creator? I get this question. It's like, Haley, well, I see this channel, it's got 80,000 subs. Is this a large creator? If they have a high view count overall, averaging across all of the videos on their channel in relation to their sub count, I consider them a large creator. We all know subscribers are kind of dead now. As far as sponsors and specifically the algorithm, they're all looking at view count per video. So if you have a channel that you're looking to mimic and they have 80,000 subscribers and each video has 1,000 views, one video is a banger and gets 50,000 views, I might look at that. But typically no, I don't look at channels above 10,000 subscribers for videos to get inspiration from, okay? Videos to mimic, basically. We're not gonna rip them off. We're gonna talk about what we do instead. We're not copycats at all. In fact, we don't watch their videos. We don't even know what they're saying in them. We're just grabbing the keywords from the title and the overall general topics. All right, so number 1, do not copy or mimic large creators and their videos. Step number 2, now this is where we get a little technical. The video is gonna be long, like a little masterclass for you, but you're going to now train your YouTube algorithm. So if you're like anybody with a beating heart in America specifically, you're addicted to social media, okay? And you are watching things all over the map. If you go to my feed, it's like homeschooling, it's urban gardening, actually, funnily enough. It's YouTube tips, and it's a mess, okay? It's like how to cook chicken. And so I will look up anything on YouTube because it's like where everybody goes. You cannot do proper research with an algorithm that is not trained. So this is step 2. You want to basically create a fresh YouTube account. So if whatever you have to do, okay, get a new email, open a new YouTube account on a different browser. So I open it up and I know I don't touch this account. It's very, very important. You do not do any other research for like how to unclog a toilet, stuff in your normal daily life. You don't do that on this special YouTube account. And so you're only gonna use it for watching creators in your niche. And this is important because if you start to deviate into other niches, it's not going to feed you all these golden nugget videos. But basically the goal of this is to trick the algorithm into giving you these underground hits within your category. And so number 3, let's find some golden nugget videos to mimic and to rip off their keywords and to rip off their general topics and to remake in underserved markets. First step, and I'm gonna do this on the fly so you guys can watch me do it, you're gonna use the new to you tab in your new YouTube browser with your new trained algorithm. I forgot to mention, you have to actually train the algorithm, so do research for like, I don't know, a couple days. I don't know how long it takes to train a YouTube algorithm. I would imagine a couple days, not like 3 searches. So for my niche, it's YouTube creator tips, making money on YouTube, going viral on YouTube, right? I'm gonna just pretend to watch all the people in my niche, okay? So for me, if you guys watch us, all the gurus out there, okay? It's like Modern Millie, Nate Black, and you have to know who the people are. Ideally, you do. Think Media, I'm going to watch a couple seconds of all of those videos. And yeah, you're gonna train it for your competitors or the people in your niche. And so then after you do that, however long it takes for you not to see random like meme, or not meme, but like random viral videos, you know, that have nothing to do with your interests in your niche, you're going to use the new to you tab, or you're just gonna basically start clicking channels under 5,000 subscribers. So when you find a channel that has under 5,000 subscribers or 10,000, you know, sometimes it's hard to find channels under 5,000 subscribers if you're in a super wild niche like, goat herding. That's actually probably very like, I don't know, I made that up, but for where I live, it's rare. Okay. Nobody herds goats in Southern California. So maybe there is a huge demand for that and there's a lot of views, or maybe you play like a really super niche video game. And so when I say 5,000 general subscribers, it might be lower, it might be higher, depending on how many people are actually interested in your overall category, right? But for most of us, there's enough demand on YouTube for most niches like makeup, hair, fashion, being a mom, being a dad, gardening, cooking, right? You're gonna find a lot of channels under 5,000 subscribers because there's a lot of demand on YouTube for most categories that you guys are in, unless you're in a super niche category. So anyways, I digress, just keep that in mind. That's why I pick 5,000 subs, because it's relatively small for most niches that are oversaturated, right? You're gonna find one channel, ideally on the new to you tab. You might have to click around. It might take you, yes, 20 minutes to find a channel in your niche or in a parallel niche with under 5,000 subscribers. And so on this channel, you're gonna click into it and you're going to sort by most popular videos. And you're gonna be finding with like your little spyglass detective eye or whatever, videos from the last 90 days. Okay, so we don't wanna find videos that went viral for them 7 years ago. We're not doing that. We're doing 90 days, but really I like 2 weeks is like, wow, that if you find a video in your niche or in a parallel niche that has 5,000 subscribers that went viral within 2 weeks, you better hop on that train real quick because you'll go viral too, because there's just a huge demand and a low supply, right? That is the key. It's just a basic business principle we're applying to YouTube. And so you're gonna look for videos that have 10x the usual view count. So when I say to my students or people that I worked with, you're gonna find videos that went viral. They're like, well, what is that? Okay, what is viral to Haley? You know, the person that has done this and trains people on doing this. Viral is such a arbitrary word, all right? You have to trust your gut instinct at some point, and there's not a magic number, but what I will say is ideally it's 5 to 10x the usual average view count. So let me just say, it definitely takes some skill to find these topics, and I train people within our community how to do this. So they've already actually done all the research for me to give me a lot of examples. It takes about, for someone that doesn't have a strong pulse in a brand new niche on YouTube, 20 to sometimes 25 minutes to find these nugget videos. The more experience you are on YouTube, the more your algorithm feeds them to you, and also the more you're easily able to find them and spot them. So keep that in mind. So now I'm gonna open my Mastersheet, which my students did all the work for me. So props to them, and I'll blur out their emails, but they basically send me and my team like their proposed idea, and I approve or deny it based off of like how much money they wanna make, if it aligns with their income goals and their viral strategy and all these things. And so let me give you guys some examples. So this is one And this is from, let's see, the Homemaker's Notebook, all right? So is this a golden nugget video? Should you implement this and basically, copy the keywords from the video? You're not gonna copy the title exactly ever. We'll get to that in a minute. And so this is 17.5 thousand subscribers and 30,000 views 6 months ago, living a slow, intentional biblical life. So my students are in all niches. Some are like manifestation, some are godly house keeping or homemaking, some are accounting, gardening, right? And so one of our students, she's in the motherhood niche, biblical mothering, whatever. And so this is okay, but I would like to find something a little better. And that's probably what we tell her. She can mimic this, but I would like to ideally see subscribers lower and viewers higher, since this is really like 2x her subscriber rate. So let's go to the next one, all right? This is a channel, Heather Gilson, 1-ish thousand subscribers, 12,000 views 2 months ago. So I always look for how close it is posted to the present time. So the fact that it's posted just 2 months ago has 12,000 views, that's good. That's an indicator that people want to see more of these topics. And then I look at the title, okay? 3 steps to create biblical goals. So there's a lot of other steps to this. I can't cover the whole thing, and well, not a lot, but there's a couple other ones, like seeing what keywords they actually rank for, sometimes tags, although they're kind of dead now, according to YouTube. But like, in my opinion, it's probably biblical goals, reset for the new year, creating goals that honor God, right? And so creating biblical goals. Maybe you do a video on that topic, right? Biblical goals. And you're redoing the whole premise of the video, but you're focusing on that keyword, which seems to be underserved. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is from, see, this one's good. I like this one. Sincerely, Nellie Martin. 141,000 views 9 months ago. So no, it's not 2 months, but that's a lot more views than whatever the last one is, 26 or 12,000. How God taught me to trust him for financial provision, jobs, money, favor, etc. And so this is about trusting God for finances. So this is a topic that obviously looks like it's underserved. And I can tell you right now, she probably didn't start with 26,000 subscribers. She probably got all of her subscribers from this video. And another hack is to click into the channel again and again and again. So you're just sorting the videos by highest to lowest count from smaller creators. Yeah, so she obviously got all of her subscribers from this video because it's her top performing video. And so if you're interested in doing like trusting God for financial provision, and that's in your niche or a parallel niche, what I would do then is do another search. So you're double searching to confirm if any other smaller creators have gone viral in trusting God for finances or something along those lines. Because if you can find 1, 2, or 3 creators, small creators, never big, small creators going viral for these keywords, that's a great indicator that multiple small creators are going viral and there's still room for you to do the same. So the next step, which if you get this wrong, like you're not gonna go viral and you miss the whole point to this strategy completely, you're gonna model the topic and not just the title. A lot of people will just rip off the whole title, post again, and they think they can go viral. And there's gonna be a percentage of you guys right now watching this and you're thinking to yourself, Haley, I saw someone do that. I see it too. And doesn't it irk you just as it irks me? You're like, I just did this topic and it was such a flop and I see some random tiny channel do it and they have 100,000 views in 5 days. Like, why? They just copied my title. We don't know. There's a little superstition most YouTubers really have deep within inside them. We all have to face. And so we don't know why. Yes, sometimes you can rip off a whole title and go viral, but it is very, very rare. And I would never do that because it makes you look like a copycat and it decreases trust and you're not going to get sales if you sell your own products, which you should. And that's watching my other videos for my opinion on that if you want to actually make real money. And so anyways, model the topic and not the video. So this is where I absolutely love AI to help me with situations like this because I even struggle. I'm like, what can I do? Like for instance, 3 steps to create biblical goals for 2025. You probably were thinking when I said, okay, make a video on biblical goals. You probably weren't thinking this, but if this was your niche, you'd be like, what kind of video? Like, do I put biblical goals in the title? Yes, you'd put the words biblical goals, but you're not gonna put 3 steps to create biblical goals. The person already went viral for that. Don't do the same thing and look like an idiot. It's no. okay? You have to be fresh, and you have to basically imagine your video, which is on biblical goals, right next to that person's video that you're trying to model. And you have to ask yourself, what would make a new viewer want to click my video over their video? So you're looking at all the little nuances, the title, the topic, the thumbnail, and that's where obviously increasing your CTR comes in. But no, you're not ripping it off. So what do? You use AI, because I'm not that creative. I'm a creator, but I'm not that creative, okay? And I love it for this reason. So I use ChatGPT. And so this is my exact prompt. You guys can tweak it to your liking. And so this is what you'll type in. I saw this video going viral for another small creator. I want to model this topic without copying, right? Give me 10 to 15 unique title ideas that have put a fresh spin on this topic. I also need thumbnail text ideas that add intrigue, but don't repeat the title. So an example that I talked about in the very beginning is one video that earned us over $43,000 and got us 85,000 views. So that was kind of worth the 10 videos I posted, or whatever, however many percent of videos that were flops on this channel, right? That didn't get 85,000 views. The one video did, because I sell my own products, but watch my other videos for that. And so basically, this is what I did to go viral for that video and all of the other ones. So the viral video title that I chose is Avoid These 6 Niches in 2025. I got this video from a Golden Nugget video in a parallel niche, which wasn't from creators or YouTube tips. It was from just general business. So I'm not necessarily general business. I talk about YouTube, I talk about creators. And so I was searching in a parallel niche to find this type of topic. So that person did Avoid These 6 Businesses. All right, so I went on a limb, I put niches, because you know, if you want to succeed, avoid this. It's kind of like fear-based, and those always do really well. People like to know what not to do, right? And so basically, why most niches fail in 2025 is a spin that you can put on this topic if you had found my video as a golden nugget, which I would consider that mine is. And so thumbnail text, the dead channels, right? And so you can give ChatGPT this example, literally the thing that I just said, the viral video idea that you're looking to mimic, and you're gonna ask for your version or their 10 to 15 proposed title ideas, and also their proposed thumbnail text ideas. I do believe in putting thumbnail text because it's just another way to add intrigue, but there's a whole other strategy for what to put on your thumbnail, but just use AI when in doubt. But that's not just it, okay? I wanna give you guys some bonus steps for viral consistency. The first thing that you do not ever want to do if you're trying to model success, and I tell my students this too, is you do not watch that video. So if you're doing the biblical goals or financial planning, whatever the ones that I was just talking about, that were golden nugget videos, you're not gonna watch them, all right? You cannot be a copycat if you don't even know what to copy. A lot of times new creators will watch the golden nugget video and make the same exact video, and yours is not going to outperform theirs because it's the same thing regurgitated from a person that hasn't gone viral yet, right? And so you wanna put a fresh spin on it. That is how you're going to surpass them in the algorithm and blow up even more than them. So oftentimes when I find a golden nugget video to model for my own channel, I actually, every time that this does work, I will be #1 ranked on YouTube and on Google for the topic because I didn't look at their video, I made a fresh spin on it, and for whatever reason, I tried harder, better thumbnail. And so I'm looking at thumbnails, I'm trying to make it better. And I'm trying to always ask myself, how can I get people to click on my video when it's compared to their video? And so that sort of leads me to a quick synopsis of thumbnail design. I'm not gonna talk about how to make a banger thumbnail. Mine are very, very simple. Like I said, I'm a minimalist YouTuber. I film once a week. I film a less amount of videos than most people, and I go viral more times. So my average virality rate is 1 out of 3, which means I know that I can't look and obsess over every single video. I look at all of the videos in combination and all of the sales in combination so I don't wig myself out, okay? But I will say right now, a huge tip to making this work is to design your thumbnail before you film your video, all right? If you guys are taking a screenshot of something that happened in your video. I did this for years. You are not trying hard enough, all right? You're not asking the question, how can I get people to click on my thumbnail over the Golden Nugget video that I'm trying to outrank? You have to take a picture with an iPhone or a quality camera. You actually click the button and take a picture. You want to be as crisp and as clear and as bright or dark, depending on the niche, as possible. And you want to outperform with not just the title, the topic, and the video, what's happening in the video, but the thumbnail so that you actually get people to watch your video in the first place. The title gets the click and the thumbnail sells the curiosity. So they have to make sense together. If they don't and people feel like they were catfished or clickbaited, they're gonna click away and you're not going to go viral because you have to get a lot of people, a mass amount of people to watch most of your video. And so you have to deliver on the promise that you're selling them with the title and with the cohesive thumbnail. And so if you're like, what does that even mean? How do I do it? Just ask ChatGPT, okay? Here's my prompt. Here's my video title. Now give me 10 options for thumbnail text that creates curiosity and models the success of these 3 viral thumbnails and the text on their thumbnails in my niche. And so you're gonna study the parallel niches, you're gonna study your niche, and you're gonna give them 3 examples of titles that went viral for smaller creators always, and also what is said in the text on screen. The other thing that I do in order to go viral with this method, other than obviously making my thumbnail before I film the video, at least a mock-up of it. If I don't have like my face pointing, it's usually my face because I don't want to try too hard because of my time constraint, right? I will put a mock-up image in Canva. I'll make multiple versions of the title and the thumbnail. And then I will put in this website called Thumbs Up TV. I'll link it down below. It's a great resource. It just shows you what it would look like to put your video in YouTube and for it to be live if the title's too long, if it's cut off. And you can screenshot, I literally bother my husband, I screenshot him multiple different versions of the title and the thumbnails, and we basically weed through which one we think would go viral. So the last step to making this Golden Nugget method work, where you're trying to attack the low supply and the high demand for the topics that are underserved in your niche or parallel niches, is this concept called filing papers. All right, I don't know where I came up with this, but it's been in the back of my head for the last decade on YouTube. It's what I've taught over nearly 2,000 YouTubers to think like, and it's a mindset. So a lot of people look at individual videos, they're so emotionally charged. That was me. They're so just obsessed with views, obsessed with growth and going viral for the right reasons-ish sometimes. And so because of that, they look at and obsess over every single individual video. But you can't, or else you'll die and you'll claim burnout or it's not the right season of life when you just can't manage your emotions. This is me talking to my old self and even me sometimes now where I'm like, no, it's not working. It didn't do well. Why? You have to write it out, all right? A lot of my videos end up going viral like 2 weeks later and I'm stressing out for no reason, or even 6 months later. There's one video on this channel that was just such a flop and I was like, this took me forever. I was really like set on doing this ebook video when I was doing more digital product type videos, less YouTube creator videos. And I thought, this is terrible. It was so stressful to make. I had a newborn at the time and I was staying up until 1 o'clock in the morning making this video. It was a flop. It's like one of my highest performing videos right now. And it just took some time for the algorithm to pick up on that keyword, or I guess to make it suggested. I haven't looked into that specific video and why it went viral over time. But you can't beat yourself up because you just don't know what's gonna happen. And so back to my filing papers metaphor, you know, those old school Rolodexes, if you're a 90s kid, you might remember, or just like a filing system. I'm dating myself, but you just don't think emotional when it comes to filing papers in like a cabinet. You're like, next paper, next paper, next paper. That's how you have to think about creating YouTube videos on the platform, because you need consistency. Everyone says that. You know, you need momentum. Everyone says you gotta just be consistent. Dude, it's like your mind has to allow you to be consistent, or else you're going to claim, I burnt out, it's too hard, you know, and then you'll get shiny object syndrome. I'm gonna be a blogger, that's easier. I'm gonna do network marketing, that's easier. It's all freaking so hard, okay? Because you don't have the skills for any of these things. So just do the thing that you want to do in the first place. Don't give up, build the skills, file your papers, which means put out the video, move on to the next. Don't obsess over the title and thumbnail. And then once it's been like 2 weeks, then you can start looking at, okay, what went wrong with these videos? And you're looking at math and numbers. You're not being all emotional. Maybe it was this, maybe it was this. You're looking at retention, you're looking at graphs, and you're making logical based decisions by just filing the next paper. One foot in front of the other, one video, the next video, the next video, the next video. And then once you get the snowball going, you'll have actual data to hopefully not obsess over, but then you can actually critique and be like, I see patterns here. You know, it's been a month since I've been posting and okay, people want more of this. So then you do more of that. You don't post a video, look at the video within the next hour or even the next 3 days and be like, it's a fail. This isn't right for my life. No, you have to just keep filing papers. So as you can tell, the Golden Nugget Method is not some sexy marketing tactic that basically is like, if you flip these switches, you know, these videos are going viral and I wanna do one because they're Golden Nugget, but I'm not gonna do a video on change these 10 things and you'll go viral in your, you know, channel settings, like dumb. Like, no, it's not. It's not a hack. It's about consistently modeling what is working for underserved markets before it gets oversaturated. Yes, there are some people that are unicorns that get lucky, that can just do whatever they feel like and they go viral, but that is very, very rare. If you're like most people and want to take the safest path, you're going to model success. And that means filling demand before anyone else figures it out in your niche. I never actually do a CTA like this because it is a little cringe, but I think it's appropriate for this type of video. And so if you guys want our help, if you want personalized coaching and feedback, that is what I do for a living. Myself and my husband run this full-time business for the last 7 years, helping people blow up on YouTube with this specific method. There's a lot more nuances to it. And if you're a beginner, it is incredibly challenging to build all the skills I talk about other than even just finding the videos. You can click the link down below, get more information, book a call with us, see if you're the right fit, and if you're actually as aggressive as we look for in people that want to succeed on YouTube. So that is pretty much it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.